so.
Okay, should we get ready to go now?
No.
Why not?
Because I just want to be able to do anything.
Do we need some snacks?
Eh.
What snacks should we bring?
Sultanas and banana chips and nuts.
Okay, so sultanas, banana chips and nuts. You ready? Looks lovely. Look after the house, okay? Seriously don't like singing out, do you, Suitable?
No.
Don't you like singing at us?
No.
So here guys we have a curly willow. So down the bottom there I said there was goat willow and crack willow. So here is curly willow. It's native to China. It's called Salix. I forget the second name. I write it down on the description right at the bottom. See what you do? And it's amazing. It grows so fast. Like I cut this down, cut this right back to this main stem here. Was it last year March? And within that year it grew this same length, give or take, maybe take off an extra 1.5 feet. But it grew out pretty much 6 feet. So an impressive shrub slash tree. So yeah, definitely bringing that. So guys, we're about to cut the tree down. Hey Cinnamon, you ready? You ready? Say yay! It's enthusiastic, isn't it? But we're going to cut the tree down, so stand back. Get ready to chat timber too.
You just got that angle.
Ready to go home now? We're going home to have some lunch now, aren't we? Some pesto and pasta and sweet corn and big things. Welcome back everyone. I know you missed me. Calm down, calm down. It's a pleasure to have you back. So let's talk willow. Yes? I love willow. I generally do. It's one of those plants I like a plant where I can cut it right back. It'll come back thick and fast and grow out maybe 6-7 foot and be like ah, and then just be like ah, and then it's just like you can put it in the ground, it grows out. It's a perfect plant. Maybe let me get a bit more specific in why I love willow. So with willow, there's about 400 species of willow, and one of the most famous willows is the weeping willow, which is called Salix babylonica. I like it. I do like weeping willow. It's one of those plants I did want to grow on the land, but now I'm moving, I don't think I can get away with it because the biggest trees get in newest, especially with shelters, maybe 10 foot or 7 foot. So I could give one a go. I like, you know me, I like a challenge. A lot of people say when you're doing your garden, when it comes to planting trees, is don't plant a tree 30 feet from your house. Whereas with willow, it's 50 feet. Because they're very invasive, they will kind of spread and just take over and dominate the ground when it comes to, because there's a reason why they can get so fast, because they have such a fast and a vast root system for them to be able to support that amount of growth. So that's why, because especially weeping willow, because they do tend to have a lean. I've never seen a weeping willow just go straight up. They always seem to lean to the side, and with that you need strong, stable roots. And yeah, they can mess up a pathway, mess up your house. But don't be put off. If you've got a nice big field, get a willow in. Or if not, you don't have to go for weeping willow, you can go for other types of willow. Because another thing about willow is that they're a great biomass. A lot of people use them when it comes to kindling and wood burning stoves and stuff like that, because you just don't have to buy any coal, you don't have to go out and buy stuff. Like, it just lowers your carbon footprint. Yes, burning stuff is bad for the environment too, but on a small scale it's not so bad, especially if you're growing your own wood and you're sourcing it free and reusing other stuff. So, and again, we'll talk about burning stuff another day, but yeah, it's just perfect for kindling, because it's just the perfect, I mean, you cut back, again I'm going to say, you grow it, you put it in the ground, it grows, and then you cut it right back, and then within the next year it's put out 6 to 7 foot, maybe sometimes 8 foot of growth, but then you use it again the following year. So an ideal shrub for biomass. Now let's talk willow tea. I love this stuff. It's so easy to make. So if you have willow, if you find a willow, know someone with willow, you have your own willow, what you do, you cut it back, cut little snippets off, as long as it can fit in a jar. You fill it up with rainwater or tap water. But then rainwater will be better, but if you don't have that, council juice is fine. Council are cool, tap water, council juice. And you let it sit down and ferment, and then you have it, you sit down and let it rest for about maybe 4 or 5 days. I just say a week if it's easier to me. Nice sunny spot. It's winter time, then don't worry about it, just put it near the windowsill, it will work fine still. And some people will say you can hammer the willow bark or willow stems and put them in. That will speed up the process, but it will still break down in here. It will just take a little bit longer, which if you have patience, then go for it. If not, then if you've got the time, then hammer it down, basically. And there you have it. And this little jar will be ideal for small cuttings, like if you're not going to plant on a mass scale. Like Valentine's Day is coming up. I forgot about that actually. Valentine's Day is coming up, 14th of Feb. For all those Valentine lovers, is that Coco? You can see Coco. Hey. For those Valentine lovers, and you want to keep those roses because it's such a sad life. Oh, you look lovely, and then they just wilt and die down and smell like crap. But what you do, you get the cutting of the rose, chuck it in one of these, a little jar of willow water, leave it there for a couple of days, let it set root, then put it out in a nice pot. Who needs a snow globe? So here we have a bit of goat willow or crack willow. It's also a good whip. The code word is a Apatiosaurus. So what you do when it comes to planting is you would stick it in the ground about so deep, maybe a foot deep. It depends how long your willow slip is. But this one is a good, say, 2.5 foot and a bit. Imagine, that'd be an amazing tash. Anyway, but yeah, this is about 2 foot, 2.5 foot. So what you do is put maybe a foot in, just so it's stable, because you're not going to put in that much, and it's just going to rock and fall down. So if you've got this much, and you can feel stability, so it's firm in the ground. Because I mean, give or take, that's a foot. You can put it in a bit more if you wanted to, but I'd say about just under half of the plant. If that makes sense. Put that in the ground. So once that's in the ground, just leave it there. In some cases, most places around the countryside in the UK, I'm not sure where you guys are. If it's your garden, it should be fine if you just put this straight in the ground, and this will should take and grow out and be a nice plant. Whereas in the countryside, I would recommend getting some tree guards, because deer like to rub up on it, and you get rabbits, you get field voles, you get all sorts basically. So definitely cover it up in the countryside. But yeah, and that's it. You put it in the ground, and the best time to plant willow is the winter time when it's nice and wet. So we just put it, like I said, I say it again, stick it in the ground, leave it there. You will get another willow in. Obviously plant more than one, but safety in numbers, as I like to say. So there you go, and it will take. So yes guys, so make sure you stay. I'm going to do a double video next week because I have a spin-a-thon coming up. Yes, I am a keen cyclist. Not as much anymore since I've started the business, since I've lived so far, but I used to cycle 20 miles a day, spin 3 times a week. So I'm doing a spin-a-thon for charity for some kids in South Africa. So I'll make a little video, a little vlog about that, so you can see what I do apart from gardening and be stupid. But anyways guys, remember, it's not just my agenda, it's yours too. Have a lovely day.